Alrighty, again, this is DC We the People News. Alright, um, where the storm clouds are gathering. Okay, just a reminder, a disclaimer. There's colorful words in here. Okay, so you must be of age and majority to be able to handle such language. Okay, we're going to do a little intro once again by my favorite band. Alrighty, let's proceed forward.
Hold them to it. All right. If you don't acknowledge and accept it, equity will not perfect an imperfect gift. It is as though the contract is never been made. All right. You need to accept that shit. Don't be scared about it. Accept it. You entered into a contract. That contract happens to be a trust. That's what makes me the beneficiary of that contract. I'm gonna let you know right now. You step out of line, you will swing from the fucking branches of the trees near the courthouse until dusk. All right. We ain't putting up with your totalitarian, tyrannical shit no more. And for you deputy sheriffs and sheriffs, better put your poop in a group, get your shit wired tight, and your head on a swivel, because I'm educating a fuck ton of people, and we're going to start taking your houses, taking your cars, and we're going to leave you fuckers destitute, because there are things way worse than death. I know, because I've been there, all right? And I'm going to do my damnedest to teach the rest of these folks exactly how to put you fuckers in your place. Now, by the Bible standards, per the Heavenly Father, we are supposed to forgive our brother, for he knows not what he do, and we get that. I understand that. We do show leniency, and we are expected to show grace where grace needs to be given. So we must forgive our fellow brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, nieces, and cousins that are all wearing the badge, that are violating our rights. All right, we got to forgive them. And we got to educate them, and we got to get rid of these fucking bar rats, all right? Fucking, we got rats on the ship, spreading disease, they're putrid little fuckers, and as soon as they run out of cheese, guess what? These rats feed on themselves. So let's get rid of the cheese, let's get rid of the dumbasses in the country, all right? Let's educate them, let's help them out, and let's show them who we really are. We stand for what's right, just, and fair. We do things with clean...
Remember, even in the Bible, Jesus said, "Woe to you attorneys, you have the key to knowledge, to the heavens, and keep it for yourselves." And I'm just paraphrasing in just simple terms.
Hands in an equitable manner, expecting to administer the grace of the Heavenly Father, because why? We must be about our Father's work. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot hold on to hatred, animosity, and anger and expect a different result. We got to start being positive with these people. For you people that are having your offspring taken by CPS, put your fucking boot up their ass. I just did a phenomenal class last Saturday on how exactly you can put a boot up their ass. Human trafficking, that's a violation of Executive Order 13903 and 13818. Go look up executive orders. Executive orders apply to these heathenous rat bastards that are working on behalf of a private principal corporation for profit, all right? How do we know that they're doing that? Because they operate under the UCC, and the UCC, ladies and gentlemen, is explicitly for commerce, all right? Don't be bullshitted by their half-assed attempt to say this is in the best interest of the child. When, ladies and gentlemen, nine times out of 10, none of these CPS workers know your offspring's name. They don't know their fucking birthday. They don't know their favorite color. They're just there to make money by stealing your offspring and trying to allege somehow that you're unfit. Well, I'm sorry. There's no manual for raising a dog. There's no manual for raising offspring. And the Heavenly Father bestowed that offspring upon you to teach you patience, discipline, love, to give you a tender heart, all right? Don't let these fucking heathenous rat bastards take your offspring from you without putting a boot up their ass, okay? Now, if you listen to me, I'm going to show you how to do it. when you get into your, okay, so the 10th Amendment, the powers delegated to the United States by the Constitution or prohibited by it are reserved to the state, which is we the people, respectively, or to the people. The Constitution is a contract designed to limit government. When you get into the police powers, you start understanding your police powers, okay? We enforce the law, ladies and gentlemen. We do it, not them. You can't be asleep at the wheel and expect these gun-toting morons with an IQ of 70 to uphold the law when all they do when you ask them a question is go talk to a fucking lawyer or a judge, and both of which are bar members, all right? They're hell-bent on destroying America and its values, and they're profiting handsomely from our ignorance. No more of this. We got to correct the school system. You will hear this all the time. Well, we have police powers. Bullshit. You can stuff that police powers right up your ass, all right? Broad and sweeping police powers. Black's Law says police powers, the law of eminent domain in a state or political domain to enact laws for the common good of the welfare. Now, let me tell you something. The only one authorized to make laws in this great land was Congress, and it didn't have anything to do with the police officers deciding to make up law on the whim, being the judge, jury, and executioner on the side of the motherfucking road. All right, but if you allow them to do that, then if you don't have your rights and you don't know your rights, then you don't have any fucking rights at all, and they're going to do what they want. However, if you know your rights, you can hold them accountable because they'll call it a custodial arrest, a detainment, but to me it's false imprisonment, false arrest, and if they move me an inch or a mile, it's kidnapping, all right? And I know my shit, and I know how I'm gonna hold them accountable for it, all right? I'm gonna liquidate them fucking bonds so quick it'll make your fucking head spin, and you can do it too. Don't be scared, all right? And don't be a fucking bootlicker. There ain't a good cop out there. You wanna know how I fucking know this? Because the alleged good cops watch bad cops shoot people in the fucking back of the head and never say a fucking thing. So are they a good cop? Fuck no. They're aiding and abetting, and they're an accessory after the fucking fact or during the fact. Ain't no fucking good cops. And to curb crime, and in great big black letters it says within constitutional limitations. Can I get an amen? Means that police powers doesn't supersede the Constitution, ladies and gentlemen, no matter how much they believe that horse shit, all right? See the 10th Amendment. Do they have powers to take away rights guaranteed by the Constitution? Obviously they don't. The 9th Amendment put a clear limit on that. 5th Amendment. No person shall be held to answer for a capital crime or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, right? The grand juries are supposed to be for a federal and for state courts. But they don't ever have like the petite juries in the state that aren't already tainted by the Bar Association, right? And our grand juries have been horribly destroyed and run amok, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia. All right, well, they're talking about admiralty jurisdiction versus the equitable common law side jurisdiction. They're two different jurisdictions, all right? So during the naval forces and the militia, that's all underneath the War Powers Act. That's all underneath admiralty. When in actual service or in time of war, correct? Or public danger. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. Now, for years, they've been getting away with that shit because they've tucked everything under the executive branch, ladies and gentlemen. They've whisked away the property, they've mortgaged everything, and they've gotten the American people to believe that you own stuff even though you're merely just a tenant on these legal documents. It's really quite crafty what they've done, but if you can stand up and put your foot on their neck, they will stop this shit. I'm telling you that right fucking now with first-hand experience. And again, due process of law is notice and opportunity. When was proper notice given before the alleged state came in and decided to persecute you and drag your name through the fucking mud? They didn't give you notice. They didn't give you an opportunity, all right? Secondly, where is the man or woman, the real party in interest, coming forward before the court with verifiable pleadings, meaning that it was signed and witnessed before a notary, and we can verify that these pleadings are true, correct, and not misleading in any way, shape, or form, and actually signed by a man or woman claiming harm, damage, injury, or loss that we have caused them. You see, we're not supposed to be in these fucking commercial courts where they're drumming up all these fucking statutory violations, ladies and gentlemen. You could tell them to kiss your fucking ass, all right? And that's what it's going to take. It's going to take you guys to stand up and sound off like you got a motherfucking pair. And if you need help finding that pair, I'm telling you what, you can buy brass balls online. They almost feel fucking real, and you can get them with extra weight added to them. So, I knew a boxer one time. He liked fighting the heavyweights. He would put an extra 3 or 4 pounds of lead in his britches, so when he stood on the scale, he weighed heavy enough to fight the big boys. And you can do it too. If that's what you need to build your confidence, just stick a couple ounces of brass balls in your fucking pocket or in your chonies and stand on that scale and go, I got the power to do this, all right? I have the tiger shit. Whatever it takes to pump you up, all right? Now, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. All right? When they take you, whisk you away, and put you in jail and impound your automobile, guess what? They owe you for that. Due process. You have a right to due process of law. If they don't give you due process, Title V U.S. Code Section 556D is clear and specific and says, if they deny you due process of law, all jurisdiction ceases automatically. Did you just hear that? Here, I'm going to go back over it again. Go ahead and get your pen and paper out. If you don't have a recording device going, you probably should get that shit out because, I do this as a courtesy. One, because I know that it takes numbers to make change, all right? I'm not here to get rich. I'm not here to get props. I'm not here to get patted on the back or smacked on the ass telling me good game, way to hang in there. I'm not here for any of that glory or bullshit. I'm here to help the American fucking people find their damn backbone because it's fucking time. Due process. You have a right to due process of law. If they don't give you due process, now you have to understand what due process is. Notice an opportunity to respond prior to airing your dirty laundry in the public, right? They had to give you an opportunity to provide remedy and you to refuse before they drug you into the court. They didn't give you that. Title V U.S. Code Section 556D. Title V U.S. Code Section 556D is clear and specific and says if they deny you due process of law, all jurisdiction ceases automatically. That's why we do the magistrate thing. We ask one person the same question 3 times being denies us due process of law. We want to see the magistrate. Can't see the magistrate. Can I see the magistrate today? No, you can't. So I couldn't see the magistrate if I wanted to. No, you can't. Thank you very much. Fill out the affidavits, submit them to the clerk of the court, get certified copies back, send them to the district attorney, give him 10 days to respond, to rebut and rebuke and say otherwise. Otherwise, he stipulates to the fact that I did in fact go before the magistrate, before the clerk of the court, asked to see the magistrate 3 times, and 3 times I was denied. Because of that, it's denial of due process of law. And when that happens, Title V U.S. Code Section 556D automatically kicks in and all jurisdiction ceases automatically. Poof, gone, done, all right? If they deny you due process at any time, at any motherfucking time, you know what that means? That means you have the right to face your accuser. Now, I know everybody says, well, Derek, the Sixth Amendment says the right to face your witness. Well, who the fuck do you think the witness is? All right, pull your head out of your ass. The witness is the fucking accuser, okay? And if it's an officer on the side of the road issuing you a ticket, he can't be the process server and the witness at the same time. That's a denial of due process of law. He was either the process server and the state doesn't have a witness against you, or he's the witness and you were denied due process of law when he failed to properly serve you properly, all right? That's ineffective process service, all right? So pay attention, because I'm giving you guys fucking remedies. I'm ripping them out left and fucking right. You can destroy these fucking people, and it is so fucking easy. And you can prove it. You can force a showdown. You can say, yeah, well, they might have had jurisdiction at one time, Judge, but they lost it when they denied me due process. All right, now the judge is he's gonna start working for you because he's not about to go down with a sinking ship full of fucking rats, all right? He doesn't want to lose his pension, his retirement, and face getting fucking sued, okay? Sixth Amendment, in all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state. Now, this is why you can go to the clerk of the court and demand to see the magistrate, because you're looking to have your speedy fucking trial right there on the fucking spot. And when they deny you 3 times, guess what? They denied you due process of fucking law, because you don't have to show up the day of the court. You can show up on or before the day of the court. Now, I'm dropping fucking jewels again. Some of my mentors right now would be kicking me in the nuts if they were close enough to me right now, saying, shut the fuck up, dude. What are you doing giving all these people all this knowledge and information for absolutely nothing? It's because I care about the American people. I care about all you guys that follow me. I love the fact you fucking support me, and I'm here to make a difference in this damn country, and I can't do it fucking alone. All right? So, Sixth Amendment and all criminal prosecution. By the way, there's no such thing as criminal prosecution. Everything, and I mean everything, is fucking civil. Everything is civil. They presume and assume there's a civil contract in place, even though they're calling it criminal and charging you up with fucking statutes. They're saying that you violated one of the social compacts, all right? So you can rebut and rebuke that if you like, or you just tell them to stick it up their ass and to prove to you where the wedding signature contract is, where you will provide due process of law and fully informed of all of the legal ramifications of entering into such social compact. Guess what? They don't have that shit. Again, tell them to pack their shit and fucking leave. And what's even better than that is when they first bring the allegations, go ahead and hit them with a counterclaim for about $10 million and make them choke on that motherfucker, okay? Because if you listen to what the hell I'm telling you, I'm actually giving you fucking remedies. This isn't a debate. This isn't fucking conjecture. This isn't here so you can argue amongst yourself. I'm actually giving you the fucking remedies today, all right? Sixth Amendment, in the criminal prosecution, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district where the crime shall have been committed, and to be informed of the nature and cause. Now, they will always tell you the cause. They will never tell you the nature. Why? Because it's the nature of banking, baby. It's the nature of business, all right? It's the nature of administering a bankruptcy, okay? It's the nature of administering the trust and fleecing the American people for their ignorance. So they will always give you the cause. The cause will be you violated some bullshit statute. Ha, ha, ha. And when you ask for the nature, they'll say, well, we've already explained that to you. Don't let them get away with that shit. Object on the grounds that you have a right to know the nature and cause, and we are not moving forward until the nature has clearly and concisely been fucking explained. Period, all right, of the action and accusation, to be confronted with a witness against him or witnesses. The witness is the fucking accuser. So when you say I have the right to face my accuser, I invoke the Sixth Amendment. I do not waive the Sixth Amendment. I'm here to face the accuser. Who's the aggrieved party claiming I've caused him harm, damage, injury, loss? Present them now, or this case is fucking dismissed in ab initio from the beginning, all right? And stick to your fucking guns. Don't let that Piety Piper sitting on the bench trying to tell you, oh, well, you'll get to see him later. Fuck you, pal. I want him here, and I want him here now, or that fucker sitting to the right of me is guilty of bearer-tray. He's guilty of fucking fraud upon the court, slandering my good name, and a number of other charges I could bring against him. And so can you, all right? You gotta stand up and put your foot up their ass. They're never gonna quit if you're gonna be meek and shy about it. Stand up and tell them to fuck off. This is America, motherfucker. And I will kick the living dog shit out of you for trampling on my rights. And I'll put a posse together and we'll have you swinging from a fucking cedar tree by noon. Keep it up, dipshit, and see how serious we are, all right? Because if we're gonna fix this country, it starts at the root of the problem, which is the judiciary, the people's house, ladies and gentlemen. That's where the administration of God's grace is to be administered, and those people sitting on the damn bench have been put there by the Heavenly Father to do just that, and it's time we remind them of that. They are supposed to be equitable. They are supposed to be ruling in our favor, not in the favor of the corporation for kickbacks and lobbyists and all that other horse shit. They're supposed to be in our favor for good reason, all right? To have compulsory process to obtain witnesses in your favor and to have assistance of counsel in your defense. It doesn't say an attorney. It doesn't say a fucking lawyer. It says somebody like Derek Satan Gonzalez, a fucking ravenous pit bull who knows when these people are trying to bullshit you in your fucking corner as elbow counsel, all right? And I want you guys to learn this shit because I don't actually want to speak on your behalf. I want to be in your fucking corner, all right? Just like in a boxing ring. You have your coach in your corner who's ready to throw on the towel if you're getting your ass kicked and come in there and help you out a little bit. But other than that, you should be able to articulate this and stand on your own. But to have a man like me sitting in the court with you should give you the courage to stand up and say, fuck you, I'm not doing what you tell me. You can kiss my ass. Where the fuck do you... First of all, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? I know you ain't talking to me like that. Just because you got that gun-toting moron over there with an IQ of 70 that'll do whatever you say on a wink and a nod, don't think that you're fucking privy to not having your ass kicked. These things happen in America, all right? America was not founded by a bunch of pussies. It was founded by a bunch of Billy badasses tired of taking shit from tyrants. You'd be best well to remember that, all right? It would serve you very well to remember that. Or you can stand as your own counsel. All right, you are the one who best knows your case. You are the best person to present the facts on your case because you are the person who knows your case the best. Now, speaking of this, when he's speaking about the fact that you are the one that knows your case best and present the facts as you know them best, he's talking about the common law. Unfortunately, in the venue that you will first initially go into, if you don't assert yourself and go speak to the magistrate right away and get denied 3 times, you will end up in the admiralty jurisdiction. And one thing that I have learned recently about the admiralty jurisdiction is the only thing that creates a fact in the admiralty jurisdiction, ladies and gentlemen, is stipulating to the facts, which means I say that the Pepsi symbol is red, white, and blue, and I send that off to you and give you 10 days to respond. And in 10 days you don't respond to the Pepsi emblem being red, white, and blue, then you admit that the Pepsi emblem is red, white, and blue, and you stipulate to that fact. And now I give notice to the court that the facts have been stipulated to. The Pepsi symbol emblem is red, white, and blue. The opposition failed to respond in a timely manner and thus stipulates to said fact. All right. Now we've created a fact before the court. All right. As silly as that may sound, that's how it works in admiralty. All right. And I know a lot of people, much like myself, that used to walk in there and tell them what the facts were, and I would get ignored, and I couldn't figure out why, because I was in the wrong jurisdiction. I wasn't in common law. I wasn't in an equitable court. I wasn't in a Article 3, subsection 2, subpart 1 venue, okay? I was in an admiralty court, all right, where the only thing you can do in admiralty is confession and avoidance, all right? So you confess so long as they can prove the elements exist, all right? 7th Amendment. In suits of the common law, where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved. And no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of the common law. Now, check this out. This is how you can prove that you're always in an admiralty setting, because even if you lose in a jury trial, not trial by way of jury, but a jury trial, you can always appeal it. Now, what did I just tell you in the 7th Amendment? Suits of the common law, where the value controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury, not jury trial, but trial by jury, shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States. So if on conviction of a trial, jury trial, not trial by way of jury, if on conviction you have a right to an appeal. If you have a right to an appeal, then you didn't really have a jury, a trial by way of jury, okay? You were in the administrative, in the admiralty courts, and that's why you can appeal the jury at 12, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, when they come out with the prosecutor and the prosecutor says, how many of you in here are U.S. citizens? And they all raise their hand, you're going to smack the shit out of them right now. Objection, they all need to be dismissed right now under Title 18, subsection 911. Every last one of them just admitted to being a fucking felon. Every last one of them just admitted to being a criminal. Every last one of them just admitted to not knowing what the fuck they're doing, and they have no right to sit in that fucking jury box. Because under Title 18, subsection 911, anybody who proclaims to be a United States citizen has just committed a fucking felony. C'est la vie. They're all fucking dismissed. Out of here. Adios, goodbye, sayonara, fuck off. Better luck next time, all right? Are you paying attention to what the fuck I'm telling you? I just gave you another fucking remedy. All right. The bottom line to this Constitution is that it's all in writing. It clearly represents a contract or a trust. I'm asking you to learn your contract so that you can understand the rights you have under the Constitution. It is also important that you understand that this Constitution is supposed to be enforced from Am Juris Volume 16, Constitutional Law Section 97. I'll say it again. Am Jurisprudence, American Jurisprudence, Volume 16, go ahead and write it down, Constitutional Law Sections 97, that a constitution should receive a liberal interpretation in favor of the citizens, not in favor of the government, not in favor of corporations, not in favor of the fucking military, not in favor of Joe bumbling, bumbling, idiot, fucking dumbass, but in the favor of you people. That's right. Is especially true with respect to those provisions which were designed to safeguard the liberty and security of the citizen in regard to both person and property. All right. See note 31, Breyers versus United States, 273 U.S. 28. In other words, it's supposed to be liberally enforced in favor of you, ladies and gentlemen, the American motherfucking people, for the protection of your rights and your property. All right. I want to say thank you for joining me this evening. We're tearing it up. There's a litany of remedies I've just given you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for your support. Again, if you want the...
Alrighty, y'all. Once again, this We the People News, and be signing off. Bye, y'all.